दोनों वापस कर देगा कैसा सेम
About get a bit of rain later. It was Srilanka who won the toss and decided to bowl first. And Fabis Maharoof, this is your side with one change.
And unsurprisingly, Hughes pitch and Ramesh Mendis had a decent field gets a goal. Means that the batting will go up to number 8. That's something that Sri Lanka will be happy as. And the off spinner. Sri Lanka don't have an off spinner. Goes on to use the top order. It's definitely a good choice for me.
Attention of batting at 8 sort of nosebleed. I'm not sure he's been that high for a long time. Abhinav Mukund. India, the winners last night, full of confidence.
And good evening, gentlemen. Just the one change for India. Forced one. The vice captain of this team, Shubman Gill, misses out due to a neck spasm. Sanju Samson right now slotted in at the top of the order. So he might open the batting with Yashasvi Jaiswal. Otherwise, it looks the same side for India from last evening.
I was out there for the picture. Took a look at the pitch, and it is the same one that was used last evening. And what we did see was, as the match wore on, it got a little drier, the spin started to play a greater part, and maybe that's the reason why Ramesh Mendis is in for Sri Lanka instead.
So no surprises there. Ramesh Mendis coming in.
One of the stars of the show with the ball last evening, though, was Riyan Parag.
वीडियो फिर नहीं क्या क्लास
I've got
करूँगा
Riyan
पता
Parag
है
alongside me. Riyan, thank you so much for joining us. Now you're a full-time member of the White
ये
Ball
देखिए वो
Sports, new coach, new
बहुत
captain.
साला
How does it feel to be a part of the setup? Any words from the coach, captain? Feels great. I've always been dreaming about this, being a not a permanent member, but being very consistent in those squads. And now being here, I think we'll just surreal. Gautam Gambhir as the coach and the new coaching support staff. I think perform at a certain level. I think that has been solidified and that has been given me the freedom to go out there and express myself. Take us back to that whole process of getting into this Indian team. You went to domestic cricket, got a lot of runs, then in the IPL. Talk us a bit about that. I think domestic was always good for the last 3-4 years, but then I was just not able to convert it into the IPL. Did a lot of groundwork this time. Went back to the RR Academy as well. Focused on a lot of key areas which I was not doing. Practiced at this level a lot. Hence I could replicate that in the IPL. And the IPL went well, so I'm here. And really grateful for the opportunity first of all. But then coming from where I have come from, I think Assam, everyone thought it was too far-fetched and unimaginable and impossible. But then fighting those comments, fighting those things, fighting those thoughts, I think coming here is just another surreal feeling. It's great to have you here. I'm sure the whole of Assam and the whole of India are proud of you. Keep going. All the best for the Thank you so much. Yes.
A player who seems to thrive on confidence, Riyan Parag, and he is, I'm sure, going to get the ball again. Surya Kumar Yadav made some brave decisions with throwing him the ball late. And the easiest, safe option would have been to go with the fast bowlers at the death. The umpires are on their way out to the middle. And gentlemen, with the weather about, you often see captains making that decision to field first with the uncertainty and the belief that it's easier to chase in a shortened game. So, do you think this will be a crucial toss that Surya Kumar Yadav has won?
Absolutely. I think even India likes to chase down, and also the outfield little bit up.
ढल्ले है प्योर ढल्ला है
अंकल आपका बैग
किसका?
उनका
ओए
Little pressure on that middle order. Too long now, though. To the first ball. Mohammad Siraj will have the ball in hand. next up, it looks like, will be Kusal Mendes.
Agreement with the England mobile for
25. His numbers could go up a little.
Abang.
Needs to continue to score runs at the top. The top three did a great job, as I mentioned. And if they can do the same again, put some pressure on the Indians with the runs on the board. Both captains mixing and matching in the power play. And Patum Nisanka and strike rate going up after his fabulous innings yesterday. You often see openers, you spend a lot of time opening as well, don't you? These days need to be around that 150, 160 mark with the modern game.
And especially with the competition around in Sri Lanka, in terms of the openers, there are 4 in this squad itself. Some of them coming after a brilliant LPL, and Patum Nisanka sort of sealed his place, and he batted out of his skin last night, striking at 160. Both Kusal Mendes and himself gave the team a prolific start, and that's exactly what they're looking for again. But there's this sentiment about Mohammad Siraj around this country and how he's troubled the opposition. I've never seen so much focus on one particular bowler. So I'll be waiting to see if there's still any hangover of that left after yesterday.
You've got two options, haven't you, when a bowler seems to have your number. And I know back in the day with New Zealand, when we would come up against a bowler that would do well against us, we would either look to be ultra aggressive and try and put him off his line and lengths, or go the other way and say, let's make sure he does not pick up a wicket and we'll get the bowls at the other end. Today's game, it seems hard in 20 overs to perhaps sit on a bowler and not be aggressive to make sure that his team don't get off to a good start. Two slips in place. So India feel perhaps that with the rain about there might be a little bit of movement. We get going with the wide.
Yesterday's surface sort of surprised all of us present. It looked like it had a lot of patches. It looked like maybe a 170, 180 pitch. Both teams were looking good for 200. Even Sri Lanka were 140 for 1 at one stage. The same pitch used again. And as Scott mentioned, with the rain around, with the rolling done as well, it still looks good to be a high-scoring game.
Gets with and punishes it. Nisanka continues as he did last night. Beautiful boundary to get us going.
Brilliant batter, Patum Nisanka outside the yaw stump. You have 2 slips in place. The line was good, but the length was way too short on a slow surface. Patum continued his good form from yesterday. He thrives on anything outside the yaw stump.
And how difficult is it, Abhinav Mukund, as an opening bat when you come off hitting slots like last night, where everything seemed in the middle of the bat, not just walk out and try and continue. Might be an advantage that it's the very next day. But how hard is it not to get too reckless, because he was brilliant last evening?
Yeah, that's where a little bit of experience comes in handy. It's the same pitch, yes, but it's a different day. Sometimes you just have to respect the conditions. He's looking in great touch. Even yesterday was extremely still. Ensured that he got into correct positions. Him and Kusal Mendes have forced together great partnership. That's the reason the slips come out to cover.
That's the line and length. Must be pleasing too. He's with the performance of Nisanka, some consistency from your openers in particular is a way that we see modern teams build those big scores, allowing everyone else to play with freedom.
He's a player who sets a tone for Sri Lanka. Kusal Mendes plays freely when Patum Nisanka bats well.